Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first Robbos FC managerial press conference. My name, as you know, is Humongous. I am the majority shareholder in the club, and we will be interviewing our new manager on the steps that he's going to take to guide us through to Division 1. Last season, Robbo didn't do a great job in management. He left us relegated to Division 3 and the board weren't happy. We looked at our options and we've come up with the man, Fin Simeone Turford. But of course, there's questions. There's plenty of questions. And hopefully today we are going to shed some light on just where he can go, where he can take the club. As ever, ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to play in the pro clubs and you do want to have your trial and your chance to join the mighty Rob FC, please come along on a Friday. That's when we stream 6 p.m. UK time. We stream every single Friday, 7 p.m. around there, every single Friday. Come along, you might have fun. Welcome everybody to the first press conference of our new manager, Fin Turford. We have already introduced him. He's missed his own introduction, but here he is, the main man. Obviously, with any new job comes questions, especially when you're taking over off someone who, you know, I think the fans at this point would consider an icon of the club, a legend of the club, Robbo. I think there's always going to be a few. I think there's always going to be a few. Silence, please. I think there's always going to be a few questions, right? So obviously, the first question is what formation do you plan on playing? What formation do you plan on bringing to Robbos FC?
I plan to bring forward a 4-4-1-1.
Okay, it's a bit different.
It's an adapted 3-5-2 essentially. I tried it before and it didn't work, but this time it's got more defensive stability, and yet we still managed to get the same output in attack.
Okay.
Last game we won 11-0 and Chubbs had a 6 XG and scored 2. Take of that what you will.
Okay, well, I'm excited from that. I'm very excited by the sounds of that. After the recent results under Robbo, you know, it teetered off towards the end. It was poor. Some of the fans have been saying. So how do you plan to put the fans and the players' minds at ease?
The way I see it is the way to get back on track with the better results is we need a bit more morale and camaraderie between the team and the fans. I feel freedom is a big part of this. Getting people to play where they want, they feel like they can do more, and it really brings the team together. Yeah. And hopefully, just good spirit and a good work ethic and high morale can bring those results, which I've proven.
That's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful, and I couldn't agree more. Okay, our next question, our third question, is obviously there's been one issue under the reign of Robbo, one issue that basically we could not really get past as a club. You know, we've tried to make signings, we've tried to push different players in different positions, but that striker just always seems to have been a problem. When Slush isn't around, the mighty Djibouti Slush isn't around, we always seem to have an issue with the striker position. So how do you plan on resolving that with this one striker formation?
I still think that Slush and Robbo are the two best strikers in the team, in the club. There's no questions about that. Mm-hmm. I've made the striker not as direct. I've made them so they can be a bit smaller, so more people can be adapted into the role. Yeah. And I feel my guy's had the odd game up front already, and he's scored goals, he's created, and so far it's looking like we're on track to sort that issue. But hopefully, as more games get played, as people play there more often, I feel like it's one of those, it'll just even out, and it'll just be an issue that won't be around anymore, hopefully.
Okay. So basically your plan is just change the dynamics of the striker. Get rid of the old tall, lanky Route 1 striker. Go for a more dynamic, smaller man.
Still works. Like, we've still got Robbo. You can be that. There's a lot more flexibility in your size and weight up front now. I feel like it's a modern day role. There's no lumping it up to the big man. So we've got the players in there. We've got Harley. We've got the Ben Anasties. We've got the Dan Jordan. They can get on the ball and play. So I feel like that really brings the striker more into it, so they can knock it about. And it just evens it out, I think. So
okay.
Yeah, that's how we look to deal with that.
Another question. What does Robbos FC under Fin Turford look like? You know, what style? What style are we playing? What style of brand of football is this? Is it, you know, we know he's got the nickname Fin Diego Simeone Turford.
Although I've formerly been known to play a lot more defensive, sitting back, low scoring games, I feel like I've adapted, and with the new players that have been brought in around me, I feel like there's a lot more positivity, there's more creativity than I once was given. And I feel like we've got the talent and the ability now to go and play football in those areas, in that final third. But also, we've got Dixon, we've got Nello, we can absorb the press if we need to. And I feel like there's a nice balance between that we're just trying to find at the minute. It'll take a couple games, but once we've found that balance, world's the oyster, whatever it is. I feel like we've got
the world is our oyster. I think those are the words you're looking for.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So we've got that, we've got the attacking, we've got the defending, we've got a nice compact we've got plenty bodies in midfield. We don't get caught on the break, and we're just looking to be we're a bit more positive than we once were. And again, it's just positive relationships between the players and the manager, and it'll get flowing.
Okay, sounds very good. Another question that's been asked is who you are naming as your vice captain, your assistant manager, and basically whoever else. You know, who are you naming? Who are you bringing in as part of the backroom staff, and in the squad? Who are going to be the key players involved in kind of the leadership circle, as it were?
My number one leader among this squad has got to be none other than James Dixon. Minstrel. Okay. He is that man. The boys listen to him. They admire him. He's got the experience.
Most player of the night so far. Yep.
He's on track to be one of the best in the club. He's the man, and the boys admire him for it, and they respect him. And
What's just happened there, lads?
Sorry, I'm back. I got a phone call from the fucking group chat. Once he leads, he inspires, and people listen. And I feel he's my vice captain. He can really step up when we need him. My assistant manager is going to be Humongous Willie.
Oh, the main man. I like the sound of that.
Although it's often a lack of availability from the man, but when he's there, he is superb. And I feel hopefully my availability will be enough so that Humongous doesn't get abused for his. I feel if I'm not there, Humongous hopefully should be. So,
can I ask a question?
Yep. Feel free.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on bringing Daviginola back to the club?
Hang on, Finturf. I'll take this one. Due to the recent financial struggles, because of the whole incident with the chicken farm, I don't think we're going to be able to bring him back full time on a permanent basis. But maybe
he's going to pay if you play, if you never play.
Maybe just when the reserves are about or something, But yeah, thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Another question that we have been asked, and this will be the final one today, is just, do you have any words of inspiration that you could possibly give to the players and the staff, and most importantly, the fans of Robbos FC?
First and foremost, I'd like to apologise to the fans. They're the people that spend their money to come watch us, and I feel like Hippo as a player and formerly as a manager, he's not given them the money what they deserve. And I'd like to apologise for that, because I can do better for this club. And I'd like to just ask for a fresh start. I'm the new manager, I've got new ideas, and the player will step up in due course. Second of all, the former managers, I'd like to give them a massive round of applause. The H-Robbos, the Dan Jordys, the H-Robbos again, H-Robbo again, another H-Robbo. He's been superb. He's got the club in a great position now, where he's just given me the building blocks I need. He's got the players in, he's figured it all out, he's tweaked it, and now I've come in and I'm ready to take the lead by storm and hopefully get this club to where we want to be.
That's wonderful.
Let's wrap it up.
The players.
Come on.
The players, they're just exactly what I'm looking for. They're a good bunch of lads. They know when to play. They know when to defend and absorb the press, and it's just ideal. So, thank you very much.
That's wonderful. There'll be no more questions. Beautiful. Thank you very much for all attending. This has been a wonderful press conference, and if you want to catch Grub FC, it'll be on a Friday streaming 6 p.m. UK time. And we'll see you out there on the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, your manager.
Magic.
Hippo.